There is a silent crisis destroying millions of men. It doesn't make headlines. No one talks about it over dinner. But every single day, it steals confidence, freedom, respect, and peace. It's not poverty. It's not inflation. It's not bad luck. It's a man who earns money, but cannot keep it. The paycheck arrives. A few days later, it's gone. Another month. Another excuse. Another promise to do better. Another cycle repeated. The tragedy isn't that life is expensive. The tragedy is becoming a servant to every desire that enters your mind. The ancient Stoics understood something modern society desperately tries to hide. Freedom has very little to do with how much you earn. It has everything to do with how much control you have over yourself. If a man cannot control his spending, he cannot control his future. Today we're going to confront uncomfortable truths. Not to shame anyone, but because truth is the beginning of freedom. Stay until the end. One lesson may change how you see money forever. Part 1. Money is a test of character. Money exposes who you already are. It doesn't create discipline. It reveals whether discipline exists. Many men believe, if I earn twice as much, I'd finally save. History proves otherwise. People with enormous salaries go bankrupt. Lottery winners become broke. Professional athletes lose fortunes. Because income is not the solution. Character is. Imagine pouring water into a cracked bucket. No matter how much water you add, it keeps leaking. Most men don't have an income problem. They have holes in their character. Impulse, comparison, ego, impatience. Every unnecessary purchase whispers the same message. I cannot wait. Stoicism teaches us that patience is wealth. Impulsiveness is poverty. Part 2. Every purchase has a hidden price. You think you're buying shoes. You're actually buying hours of your life. You think you're buying a phone. You're trading days of labor. Nothing is free. Everything costs time. And time is something you never earn back. The Stoics constantly reflected on death, not because they were obsessed with dying, but because they understood the value of living. Every dollar wasted represents life energy. You exchanged your mornings, your focus, your effort, for something that often loses its excitement within days. Ask yourself, is this purchase worth part of my life? Most of the time, the answer is no. Part 3. Men spend to impress people who aren't watching. One of the greatest financial traps is seeking approval. The expensive watch, luxury clothes, the newest gadgets, the expensive car. Why? Because somewhere inside, we hope someone notices. Here's the brutal truth. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to care about your possessions. You buy to impress strangers. The strangers don't notice. But your bank account notices. Your future notices. Your stress notices. A Stoic asks, does this improve my character? Not. Does this improve my image? The strongest man in the room often wears the least impressive clothes, because confidence doesn't require advertising. Part 4. Comfort creates weakness. Modern life encourages constant comfort. Food delivered. Entertainment available every second. One-click shopping. Instant gratification. Every desire can become reality within minutes. But every time you obey every craving, your discipline weakens. Saving money isn't about dollars. It's about saying no. No to temporary pleasure. Yes to long-term freedom. Discipline is like a muscle. Ignore it, and it shrinks. Train it, and it becomes your greatest strength. Part 5. Emotional spending is silent self-destruction. Many men don't spend because they need something. They spend because they feel something. Stress, loneliness, boredom, anger, success, sadness. Shopping becomes emotional medication. But relief purchased with money never lasts. The emotion returns. The spending repeats. The cycle grows stronger. The Stoics never taught emotional suppression. They taught emotional mastery. Before spending, pause. Ask, what feeling am I trying to escape? That question alone can save thousands. Part 6. Your future self is begging you to stop. Imagine meeting yourself 20 years from now. Would he thank you or blame you? Would he inherit investments or debt, peace or anxiety? Every financial decision sends a message to your future. Either I care about you Or you're on your own. Saving money is an act of respect towards someone you'll become. The future isn't built tomorrow. It's built today. Part 7. Stoic Habits of Financially Strong Men. Strong men develop systems, not motivation. Here are simple Stoic habits. Pause 24 hours before buying anything unnecessary. Track every dollar. Live below your income. Practice voluntary discomfort. Read more. Consume less. Invest consistently. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Own fewer possessions. Let possessions never own you. Remember, the richest man isn't the one who owns the most. It's the one who needs the least. The paycheck illusion. Many men believe they're rich for exactly one day. Payday. The salary arrives. The phone buzzes. The bank balance suddenly looks healthy. Confidence returns. Plans multiply. Shopping begins. Restaurants suddenly seem affordable. New shoes feel necessary. A new phone somehow becomes urgent. Friends receive invitations. Life feels exciting. But something strange happens. Within a week, the excitement disappears. The account shrinks. Reality returns. And panic quietly takes its place. This cycle repeats every month. Year after year. Imagine filling a bucket with water. While there's a hole at the bottom, no matter how much water you pour in, the bucket never stays full. That's exactly how many men manage money. Their income isn't always the problem. Their leaks are small daily purchases, random online orders, subscriptions they've forgotten about, impulse buying, trying to keep up appearances. Each one seems harmless. Together they drain a future. Money rarely disappears all at once. It disappears one careless decision at a time. The man who saves just 10% every month may not feel rich today, but years later, he owns options, freedom, peace. The man who spends every dollar earns temporary pleasure, but tomorrow he starts from zero again. One man buys freedom, the other buys moments. Which one lasts longer? Part 8. The need to look successful. One of the greatest financial traps for men is image. Many men would rather look wealthy than become wealthy. Think about it. Expensive watches, luxury clothes, the newest smartphones, designer shoes, cars with payments bigger than rent. None of these purchases are always wrong, but when they're bought to impress others, they're often signs of insecurity. Real wealth whispers, fake wealth shouts. The wealthiest man in the room often doesn't need everyone to know he's wealthy. But the man drowning in debt often tries hardest to appear successful. Why? Because society rewards appearances. People praise the visible. Nobody congratulates you for having an emergency fund. Nobody claps because you invested consistently for 5 years. Nobody notices your retirement account. But everyone notices a luxury car. That's why so many men sacrifice long-term security for short-term applause. Here's a painful truth. The people you're trying to impress usually aren't thinking about you. They're busy trying to impress someone else. Meanwhile, you're left paying monthly installments for years. Status is expensive. Freedom is priceless. Part 8. Emotional spending. Money is emotional. Far more emotional than logical. A bad day at work? Buy something. Feeling lonely? Order food. Heartbreak? Go shopping. Celebrating? Spend. Bored? Spend. Stressed? Spend. Many men don't use shopping because they need something. They use it because they're trying to feel something. For a few minutes, buying creates excitement. A package arrives. Dopamine rises. Happiness appears. Then, the excitement fades. The bills remain. The item becomes ordinary. The cycle repeats. This isn't about money anymore. It's about emotional control. A disciplined man doesn't only control his anger, he controls his spending. Because every emotional purchase steals from tomorrow's opportunities. Imagine investing every dollar you've spent trying to escape stress. Imagine where you'd be today. Financial maturity begins the moment emotions stop controlling your wallet. Conclusion. Money is never just money. It is discipline, freedom, choice, peace. Every saved dollar buys something invisible. Options, time, confidence. The Stoics understood that external wealth comes and goes. Internal wealth remains. A man who controls himself can survive almost any storm. A man controlled by his impulses remains poor. even surrounded by riches. So before your next purchase, ask one question: am I buying this because it serves my life, or because I cannot control myself? The answer may determine the direction of your future. Master your desires. Master your money. Master yourself. Because in the end, the greatest investment you will ever make is not in stocks, not in real estate, not even in business. It is in becoming the kind of man who cannot be ruled by impulse. And that is true wealth.